it's split open.
Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Today I've come for an early fossil hunt to Robin Hood's Bay. The seas are huge today. I'm very early, this tide is still all the way in, but I'm going to go for a walk down now. You can see some huge seas. It's been very big for the last few days and I've had plenty of Ammonite finds, so I thought I'd try my luck looking for some of the rarer fossils from the lower Lias. So let's have a little walk round and see. I'm not going to get down this way because the tide's right in. I always like to have a quick peek. It's pretty good down there. What a beautiful cottage right on the seafront. So you can get a different view of the village, all the lovely red roofs. If you do enjoy watching these fossil hunting videos, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Finally made it down to the beach and I can see there's loads of pebbles about, so there's plenty for me to be looking through at the moment. Got all them pebbles over there. There's a few Arnioceros Ammonite impressions on this big piece of rock. Whether there's any more on the inside it. Doesn't look like it. So there's a tiniest little Ammonite on the inside of here when it focuses in. I'm guessing it's a Gagaticeros Ammonite. Very small, probably not worth taking, but I'm going to take it just in case I don't find anything else. But the day is still young. So I've got another very sea-worn Arnioceros block. I'm going to give it a few taps down the middle and see if there's a nice example hiding inside it. Another fail. So I've just seen a very worn Ammonite wearing out of the back of this rock. So I've tapped it and it's revealed another keel. And I'm not sure what Ammonite that is, but I'll be taking it back and hopefully it's something new. Well, that's a little bit gutting. It's a vertebra, but unfortunately it's only half of one. So the sea has got to this one before I've managed to. I guess it's quite a good example though. Would have been a nice big vert if it would have been complete. Another little worn pebble, and I think that's a partial Ammonite. So I'm going to give it a tap and see what's inside it. So hopefully we get a good split from it. Let's see what was on the inside and if it was even an Ammonite. It's not even an Ammonite. Is that some type of fossilized shell, maybe, on the inside of that? Oh well, there's a nice big outer whirl of one of them. Is it Arnioceros Ammonites? So two little beauties here to show you. Very small pyritized Ammonites. Thought some of you may find these interesting. So I've just tapped this little one here, and there's a tiny little Ammonite on the inside of it right there. Probably a little baby Arnioceros. You definitely have to work for your fossils at this location. So it's been a day for very small ammonites today. Look at that little diddy thing. Pyritized golden one. Looks very unusual, quite smooth. Look at the size of this huge Paltechiosauros ammonite. It's been wearing out for a bit by the look of it. I'm going to leave it on this loose shell slab where it is. So I might have just found something really good. I'm going to aim it down on the floor now and let's have a look at this. Oh my gosh, that is huge. So it's missing a little bit, but it's one of them spiny ammonites. Wow, that's going to have to come back in my bag, I think. It's an absolute monster. So the size of it, and there is a few cracks with that little bit of crushing there, so I'm kind of tempted to get my chisel in and then see if I can get a really nice middle out of it. So with the preservation of this one, I think I'm going to go for a split. It looks, even though it's crushed there, it might be okay. So if I get my chisel in, and we'll see how it goes. It was a big beast. There it goes. See if it's a good idea or a bad one. Well, it's split open. And there's a few cracks already, but let's have a look. Oh wow, it's a little bit crushed in the middle, which is a bit of a shame. It's a big beastie though, big spikes. Wow. That makes up for not finding any big ones on the way here. So I've got another very crushed Paltechiosauros. So I'm going to give it a tap with my hammer and hopefully it'll split pretty good. There's no point taking this one back to prep with the preservation, so I'm hoping it'll just split well. Seems to have gone well. Let's take a look and see where it's ran. Well, it looks like it's ran all the way around the ammonite. So let's find out. Oh yes, and it's a beauty. Much better preserved than I thought actually. A really nice positive and negative of this rarer ammonite. If you would like to purchase your own ammonite fossil straight from the Yorkshire coast, please check out my website called buyafossil.com. I've got a bunch of beautiful prepared ammonites available for purchase. There's also boxes of randomly selected nodules from my ammonite pile that you can crack open. Please take a look if you are interested. I'll ship your orders to most countries. Thank you. We've got some lovely fossilised shells on this shale slab, quite a few of them. So I've just found this really nice golden looking ammonite here. Not exactly sure what species it is, but I'm going to take it back. I've tried knocking a little bit off, which has revealed it a bit more, but it's got some really nice colours, especially on the back. Hopefully that's fully preserved in there. Really pyritized. The seal's not scared of the cliffs, it's right underneath them. Just made me jump when I walked by. So I highly doubt that it's going to be all there, because it's not preserved in a nodule or anything. But there's a nice keel, so I'm going to explore it. You just never know. So let's have a look. So unfortunately, as I suspected, really crushed. So it goes around there, then it seems to disappear towards the middle, which is a bit of a shame, but I kind of expected it. So I'm just having a look through this little landslide here. Don't usually get to see this because it's usually covered in seals, but there's none around today, apart from that one all the way back there. So I wonder what we have here then. Very worn nodule with an ammonite keel going all the way around it. Looks like there's a perfect little spot there for my chisel. So I'm going to give it a go. Probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'll show you the end result. Should be an interesting one. So there's a really nice looking split. Let's have a look what's inside it. Oh yeah, nice Arnioceros there. Quite a big example actually. So this rock has been wearing out for quite some time. So I gave it a tap, I saw the little shells on the outside. And there's a really nice looking keel sticking out there. Should all be in there, I reckon. So I think I just might have found one of my favourite finds of the day. Let me flip you around and show you. So it was an accidental find. I was chiseling away at this big worn ammonite to see if there was anything on the other side, and I flipped it round. Once it had cracked open, the actual other side of the ammonite was not preserved at all. But look what was on the other side. This teeny one. It's very small, but I have no idea what species that is. It's got to be a super rare one. Let me put it in the water for you. Look at that beauty. I'll find out the name of it and I'll put it on the screen for you. But that is absolutely stunning. Well chuffed with that. So I'm now making my way back to the car. Hopefully you have all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all on the next one. Hi everyone, it's another wet and early start. I've come to Saltwick Bay today. So originally I was driving to Robiners Bay, but there was signs that the road were closed, so I've decided to come here instead. Hopefully it'll be a good productive day of fossil collecting today. I've made sure to come prepared. I've got my waterproofs on, so it should be fine. Looks pretty good down there. I'm going to make my way down and climb over them rocks, and then after I've had a look to the right, I'll probably head left to Whitby East Cliff. Not had a look there for a while. So it looks like there's been quite a cliff fall all the way under there. I never actually look under there, it's way too unstable. I mean, look at them overhangs up there. The amount of people I see under there as well, it's unreal. Definitely stay away from that area. So I've just found the first fossil find of the day, and it's a Perinoceros ammonite. You can see the telltale sign there, the little nodes sticking out of the keel on either end. Pretty cool. I wonder if this is going to be a complete ammonite, or if it's just a partial. Oh, it's a nice complete one. Goes all the way around there. Brilliant. Take that one back. So I'm very happy with this one. I just saw a very faint keel wearing out of the front, and I've tapped it and it's revealed this lovely little Pseudo-Leoceros ammonite. And it's an absolute beauty. Just needs the very centre clearing out. Nice little perfectly popped middle, just waiting to be picked up. Can't go wrong with them. So the finds have been a bit few and far between so far today. So I'm going to make my way round to Whitby East Cliff now and see if there's anything round there. If you would like to purchase your own fossil from the Yorkshire coast, please check out my website called buyafossil.com. There's a bunch of beautiful prepared Ammonite specimens. There's also quite a bit of fossil bone available for purchase. Please take a look if you are interested. Thank you. So I've just picked up this really big rock here and I've had to tap it down because it was really heavy. It's in quite a mineralised rock, but there's quite a few ichthyosaur ribs running through it. Hopefully you can see them there, running all the way through it. And here's one when I cracked it open and it's kind of exposed some of the rib, so that'll be a pretty interesting one to prepare out. So I've left them ichthyosaur ribs near the steps. I've hid them under a bit of seaweed, so hopefully no one finds them, but if they do then they've got a nice find. Absolutely empty today. I think the rain must have put everyone off. It has been raining pretty much all day. This is probably the best thing I've found around Whitby East Cliff today. Just a really nice Dactylioceras inside this nodule. One to take back. So luckily the ichthyosaur rib block is right where I left it. So I'll zoom in on the ribs for you in case it was out of focus when I filmed it earlier. So you can see two ribs sticking out right there, and that's just what I've revealed by trying to slim the block down. And if you look at the edge you can see there's quite a few more ribs inside the block still, so I'll need to take it back and prepare these little circles there. The rib ends. Pretty cool. So I'm just packing my bag away and I found this. This is what I found earlier in the week and it's a real heartbreaker. I just saw this really nice section of vertebra sticking out of the shale, so I got really excited, and when I flipped it over, unfortunately it's only half of one. The sea has already got to it, but it's still always nice to find a vertebra. Hopefully you have all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all on the next one.